Hey, all you amazing people, welcome to the video, and I have a question for you. If you had two choices, either one, you can talk about your symptoms, try and get some understanding over your symptoms, see what other people are doing if they have the same symptoms as you, or you can think about recovery and all the things that you want to do with that. Which one would you choose? The chances are you'd probably choose the second one. Now, if that is the case, then why aren't you doing the second one? So let me explain why you're not doing the second one. When you first get DPDR, or maybe you've had it a little while, you really are trying to understand what the heck is going on. And so you start doing research, you start going on Reddit and Facebook and TikTok and YouTube and all that other type of stuff. And you start to see what other people have got. And all of a sudden you realize, oh, maybe I've got this DPDR thing. And then so you dive a little bit deeper and you start to see all these forums with all these multitudes of symptoms that people are talking about. And all of a sudden, now you're starting to ask questions. Hey guys, I've got this. What does this mean? What do you do when you've got this? Does anybody else experience this? And all that type of stuff. I understand why you do that. It is important to do that initially while you sort of get to grasp with what's happening. Now, once you've done that, now you have two options. Are you going to talk about your symptoms and see what other people have got and compare and contrast and all that type of stuff? Or are you going to look at your recovery? And you're probably going to want to do the second one, but you stay in the first one. Now, let me explain why you stay in the first one, which is to keep talking about your symptoms. There could be a number of reasons why you're doing this. Perhaps you're trying to get some kind of answers. Perhaps you want to know that you're not alone. Perhaps you want to know that this is a real thing that you're going through and you're not actually crazy. But here's the thing, is that you've already done that. You don't need to do it again and again and again and again. If you keep asking the same sort of questions and keep looking for the same stuff, you're just going to get the same answers. So now is where I really invite you to shift and to make a change, because if we want to get out different results, then we have to put in different things. So as tempting as it might be to jump online and to watch some videos or, whatever it is, even if it's success stories of people who have overcome it, I really urge you to not do that, because you might see a video and somebody's overcome it and they've got their life back to normal and you're like, yeah, this is giving me hope, this is great. And then you'll do the thing of starting to scroll through the comments, and some of the comments might be, quite bad. Oh, I've had this for 10 years, it hasn't gone. Oh yeah, I've tried everything and it hasn't worked, and all this type of stuff. And while that is really painful to hear for those people, it doesn't mean that that's going to happen to you. But what you're going to do is you're automatically going to think the worst, because you're already in an anxious state right now. And you're going to think, what if that happens to me as well? What do I do? So then you do more research, you do more, more looking online, more talking to people. And you already know the answer to this. You already know what you've got. Or you have an idea of what you've got, and you already know the symptoms. You already know all this stuff. So you keep putting in the same sort of things and you keep getting out the same result. Now, that's fine. And that's just what it is. It could be that you're just used to doing that now. Maybe that's how you sort of find some comfort, but accidentally you came across a couple of bad comments. Maybe you're in the habit of doing that. Maybe it's just your default to do that. Maybe you want to do that just to kill time, or you think you'll find some sort of magical answer or something like that. The chances are it's going to do more harm than good. So I really urge you to take a step back and realize that you are where you are right now. And it does suck. And I do empathize with you. And I know that it's just an awful thing. But sort of playing into that, how's that serving you if you just keep living out that awful thing day after day by, doing all this reading or whatever it is, or constantly talking about all this stuff? So now is the time, please. Now is the time to go and start to do the things that you need to start doing to recover. And you might say to me, well, Dan, what do I need to do to recover? Well, that's a great question. And I've got a lot of my videos on my channel about what you need to do to recover and some of the things you can think about, and behavior changes and just all that type of stuff. And maybe a video where you could start is a recovery plan, putting together a recovery plan of what do I need to do. Okay, so the first part of my plan is get out of all the groups. The second part of my plan is to do a bit of exercise. The third part of my plan is to challenge my anxious thoughts. Or the fourth part of my plan is to go talk to a professional or see a therapist or something like that. The fifth part of my plan is to do all that and then start exercising. Just put a plan together. And I talk about how you can put a plan together and some of the things that you can think about. And now you're starting to think about the right stuff. You're starting to think about the stuff that matters. And while recovery, it might take a couple of months, it might take a little bit longer, it might be quicker, but essentially it doesn't matter. It's moving you in the right direction, which is out of this. And that's the direction where you want to be. And that's the path that you want to be on. I hope this video is enough to break you out of that cycle of just repeatedly looking at the symptoms, and it's going to put you on the right path. And I hope you've sort of enjoyed the video and it has given you a little bit of hope and a little bit of information about some of the things that you can do right now if you're just sort of completely stuck and you don't know what to do. And until next time, you stay safe and keep getting better. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.